think he did. Not yet.
I'm
so
not
there might
sure.
be a key game later on in this season. I'm going to tell you guys all about it real soon. Anyways, Ben, Dark is our green Zerg spawning on the top side of this map. It's going out for pretty early scout. Well, of course, GanZi is our red Terran spawning on the 9 o'clock position of Metropolis. Ben, TVZ on this matchup. I think we've all seen some crazy scenarios with Ravens, with Broodlords, with Planetary Fortresses, and every now and then some battle cruisers. How do you see this? How do you go into it as Zergman?
Metropolis, I think, is a great map to just macro on, Kevin. It's a big, long map. It's hard for Terran to push on. You have counterattack paths. I think there's a lot more options for Dark than there are for GanZi. And I mean, you know me, man. I love the fact that this is an island map. We very seldom see those islands put to good use, but they're still there, and they add a lot of depth to the map.
I definitely know that you love islands, man. GanZi proxied 1 Rex so far only, but I'm a little bit surprised by that, because that seems kind of dangerous to me. Because is he going to fly this Rex all the way home, or is he going to start a new Rex soon? Because he's going to need some sort of a wall of or follow-up. But this has been a pretty early Rex. So what is he only going to do with
Reaper.
1 Rex?
No, that
Does he doesn't have a refinery.
No, I'm sorry. I thought I saw him building a factory. I have no idea.
I was like, what? I just checked his refineries. I'm pretty damn sure. He's going to build a command center right now.
I saw this depot and I was like, that's a small factory. But I was wrong, Kev. No, it's just it's just kind of like, yeah, some sort of fake proxy pressure, or not even fake proxy pressure, but it's not a big commitment like a 2 racks.
No, but
he's gonna have a follow up behind this.
I know that.
But still, that Marine gets here so fast.
A lot of whoa, those drones are tripping out over here on the ramp of Metropolis, but there's no way that this bunker is going to finish, as there are more than enough drones to just fight these Marines. But of course, Dark does not know, Ben, is that it's only a single rack, so he's losing a lot of mining time over here. But I'm still okay. I guess he's just gonna wall off. But if just a couple of links run across the map, Ben, they will be able to cancel this command center, no?
Yeah, I think it would have made a little bit more sense if he'd built that command center on the high ground, but we'll see if that's in fact what we end up seeing.
I guess he's going to build a bunker immediately here with this SUV, and then it all makes sense. Because 1 bunker will be enough to keep this command center alive, and that is what is going to happen. But still, I'm a little bit confused, man.
Interesting opening. It was basically a big fake. It was like, hey, commit a bunch of mining time and a lot of resources to stopping me, or else I'm gonna hurt you for it.
By the way, at this speed, he's gonna mine out his natural before his main. And that's gonna send a lot of drones back.
No, he kind of realized there's so much like lost mining time.
Yeah.
Just rally to the main, bro.
This is not very worth it. What Dark should have done in this position, and normally I hate to say what pro gamers should have done, but this is actually theoretically proven that this would have been better, is if he just keeps those drones on this natural, go all the way up to just mine drones from this one on this, and this one on this mineral line, and as soon as he has 16 drones over here in his natural, then he can start rallying over drones, and that would have actually been better for his economy, and he would have mined more minerals in a certain amount of time.
At the end of the day, it's not that big of a difference. But
oh, it's massive, man. Still lie.
But Kevin is exactly right. It is mathematically proven that saturating your bases is more important than transferring workers and having like saturating 16 first versus having 5 and 5 and then slowly building up. Yep. It's better to saturate 16.
Yep, because otherwise you just keep losing mining time every now and then. Every now and then a few seconds is still a big deal, and certainly 4 or 5 seconds on 6 drones is a little bit of a deal. Ben, it was a double command center follow-up for GanZi, as the first one is already done being an orbital command, so he is in orbital right now. He's happy because he can call down mules, Ben, and mules work hard for you.
Pretty cool way to try and capitalize on the economic edge he gave himself by forcing Dark to pull all those drones. Of course, this is not by any stretch a bad spot for Dark to be in, as he didn't really take any actual damage. He is already ahead in workers, has his gas economy going. He's getting Zergling speed, and he's continuing to mine gas. So what is that going to translate to?
By the way, Ben, I also want to shine some light on this. Is a really important league for Dark, because how often do we really see Dark in other leagues? We haven't seen him all that much. He made 2 attempts trying to qualify for the NASL. One time he made it to the final, but lost against back then his former teammate Arthur, I should say, 3-0. And then the next qualifier he played again, and he made it all the way to the final again, and he defeated the Swedish Zerg sort of. 3-0 as well. So Dark tried hard to get into the league. He is part of the league, and he has a pretty good season so far. I mean, he's right on track to pick up one of the wild cards. And as long as you get into the wild cards, anything is still possible. And he can win so much money here, and I don't really see any other league in the near future where Dark can win a similar amount of money.
Yeah, certainly not when you consider some of the recent issues with the Slayers team. Like, you know, like Dark's future as a pro gamer might be a little bit uncertain. So this is basically his one big opportunity to prove himself.
And I mean, hey, the moment he comes out and wins NASL Season 4, I'm pretty sure he doesn't have to worry about a team offer anymore.
That's an excellent point. Somebody would definitely pick him up. We do see GanZi pushing out on the map again with about 12 Marines and an SCV. He might try to bunker this third base.
There are quite a few links already. Bailing Nest is morphing right now. Actually, only 4 links, while a few links are in production. Dark does have speed. That's the most important thing. So all these links he's producing right now, these 18 links, when they will spawn with speed, and then he should still be fine. There's no stim pack. There's combat shield, but there's no +1. That is what I wanted to say. So I think with all these links, Dark should be more than fine. Yes, Queens, of course, have to help out as well. And Queens are nasty.
A couple of bunkers are going to go down in that third base. They're not going to be in range of that hatchery, but it will give these Marines a nice little staging ground to fall back to. Oh, but look at all the Zerglings, and I think GanZi is going to get pretty shut down. Wow, that was crushed. Absolutely crushed.
Very good job by Dark, of course, holding this Naga Watchtower ban. Imagine if this would have came as a surprise. Imagine if he would have just banked on the fact that GanZi wouldn't have tried something like this.
Imagine if GanZi had sent 2 Marines forward instead of everything. As he was moving across the map. 2 Marines to clear the tower.
But I don't know, the crease strat was already excellent by Dark. I'm having a hard time picturing a world where this would happen unless Dark would just only make drones.
I wonder if we're going to see a big bust. No, that doesn't look like that's the case. As Infestation fits down, Bailing speed being researched. 1-1 upgrade's also not done yet, so no reason for Dark to get aggressive just yet.
Kind of nice for Dark right now, because GanZi is just taking out these destructible debris. He's already flying over that orbital. I think that's a little over-eager, even though these links are running back to the other side of the map.
I really don't understand how Terran players feel like they can get away with this kind of playstyle, Kevin. There is nothing of substance out on the map for GanZi. He just has a handful of, a handful of Marines, that's all.
4 hands.
One of these poor Marines has been rallied out on the wrong side, walks right past a hungry pack of Zerglings, and nothing happens to him.
Link's trying to run by over here, but this is still full wall off, so well done there by GanZi. And as he will be able to take out this single link, this orbital command will land, but Dark doing a good job, just scaring him a little bit, man, just making him say, just making GanZi aware, hey, this is not that easy, I'm not just gonna let you get this, even though he will, but this is something that GanZi does not know. He does not have the vision that we have. Here come the Banelings, they're gonna blow up the reactors? Yeah.
6 Banelings for 2 reactors, that was worth it.
Okay. Yeah, he has
that was worth it.
He has an economic advantage.
A very small investment. It forces new reactors, so he not only took out the resources of those reactors, but now they have to be rebuilt immediately. And these barracks won't produce anything for that time. So
there are still a few reactors in the main base.
Tiny, like inconsequential harass, but it was nice. And it's interesting too. I think Terran players for a long time have asked, hey, why can't we put our reactors on either side of the barracks?
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard of this.
Yeah, it's actually quite discussed on the Battle.net forums that the pros use.
No, I guess I'm not pro now. Marines shot down a couple of links, while 2 medevacs full of Marines are flying to the main base of Dark. Dark has 6 infestors in production ban. He will be able to fungal these Marines, but he's a little bit out of position. GanZi is being active all around the map, so...
oh, wow, great focus fire on the Banelings, but
fungal.
All for naught as the infestors are here. That was really impressive micro by GanZi, but at the end of the day...
yeah, it was like playing the micro challenge where you have to pick up the Banelings. On the same time, though, Ben, all these Marines running into this third base. And where are the infestors right now? They are still... well, okay, they're coming. Fungal does hit on at least one group of Marines. Oh, you have to be careful. Dark ends up losing 1 infestor, and these Marines are still not dead. This is pretty good for GanZi,
wow,
man.
This is actually going fantastically for GanZi. Dark's dipping down below 100 supply. The third base does get cleaned up. The 3 Marines did stay alive up in the main, doing a little bit more damage, killing the Queen.
And these Marines are still alive, man. They're still killing drones. He killed so many already.
Oh, Dark is really underreacting to this.
16 drones.
Finally, the last Marine will fall.
Wow, 2 Marines already. That's so quick, by the way, at below the 14-minute mark, man.
This is going really nice for GanZi. I think
yeah, I
everything,
think that's an understatement.
everything is really fit together from that initial barracks harass into the fast 3 bases. And at no point has Dark really done a whole lot of damage back. I guess the one thing that wasn't so great for GanZi was the initial attack on the third base, but he's recovered from that.
All these Zerglings are just running straight into their death ban, or at least most of them, as a few will turn around. GanZi is up 50 army supply. He has better upgrades. He has everything working for him right now. If he just goes across the map and he attacks, there is no... well, there's fungals, but normally there should be no way that GanZi is going to lose the fight. He is starting 3-3 right now. I feel if he's going to wait all the way to 3-3, man, he's going to face a much scarier Zerg army. A Zerg army that has economically recovered and will get Banelings again, will get Fungal. It's still going to be good for GanZi, but I feel if he goes right now, it's going to be much better.
Dark is finishing up his 2-2 at the moment, getting more Infestors, getting more Banelings. Hasn't started his Hive yet, which is a little bit interesting.
I like this little Link. Or little Marine. Working on the Overlord, man.
Look at this poor little Marine. He doesn't know how much danger he's in. It really looks like those spikes stick up out of the ground.
Not the case. Drop going on over here, but getting shot down on the right side of the map. But GanZi's doing what we wanted him to do. Great
that is
bundles.
a humongous fungal. Oh my good lord, have mercy. Massive fungals, huge marine losses taken there by GanZi.
Ben, there are only 6 additional. Oh, those Banelings rolling in. Wow, those Marines should get a purple heart for the amount of damage they just absorbed. A lot of links are produced, but it's only 14 links and 4 Banelings.
But there's more Infestors, Kevin, and that is going to be more than enough. Great connections.
God. 2 Banelings and 2 Fungals actually kill pretty much all the Marines. There is still a drop active over here, though, in the back of the turret from Dark. So Dark is still not out of the woods. But this is a ridiculous defense so far.
Absolutely absurd. 40 Zerglings popping out right now. They might be able to clean up the last of it. The drop not doing any more damage as those drones have been burrowed, and all the tanks are going to fall, and Dark will hold. So GanZi.
Ben, have you ever seen 2 Banelings and a Fungal kill so many Marines?
That was pretty uncanny.
There are still 3 Infestors over here. They're going to be able to get really annoying. Dark kind of forgot about this.
GanZi's position still pretty good, Kevin. Oh, wow. Infestors about to make their way over to this bottom expansion. But GanZi has so many Marines, and right now Dark has no energy. His only real anti-infantry is the Baneling, and he's got so few of them.
Infestor Terran is getting a little bit too close to the planetary fortress, though. I feel that he could have done way more damage here than he actually did.
He should have used Fungal.
Yep, I agree. Drop going on over here on the 4th base of Dark. He was just a few Marines stepping in, going to try to pick up an Infestor.
Oh, very nicely done. They will get that Infestor, and this drop
touching a Fungal
is not going to get away.
Oh, this is such a nice position for those Marines as they get cover fire from these tanks. Man, this is all going so well for
GanZi is executing this push just brilliantly, and this is
15 Infestors.
Actually so difficult for Zerg. I mean, Infestor, Ling, Baneling is super, super strong, but when you get behind and you stop being cost effective, it gets so much harder. Banelings will come crashing in once more, and another one of GanZi's army is going to get gotten. No, if he loses the medevacs, everything's going to change. Oh, great pickup here by Dark. GanZi now down to 170 supply. He is going to continue trying to drop, but the tanks in the middle of the map completely exposed. Not that much bio, and another fight on the bottom half of the map. Oh, does GanZi know? Does GanZi know? Kevin, burrowed Banelings. Oh, GanZi did not know. Big detonations, taking about half of those Marines. Great play from Dark. Still has to manage this drop up in his main base, doing some substantial damage, and GanZi still pushing through the center of the map.
He's working on it, but these Marines are in an excellent position. Okay, Banelings rolling in will clear up this drop. The pace of this game, man, has really stepped up. Almost non-stop action. And these Infestors, they've gathered a lot of energy. We have 14 Infestors, great Fungals over here. More Zerglings and Banelings rolling into these siege tanks. Well, yeah, that's going to be more than fine as well.
Cleaning up the tanks. Maybe the Baneling usage there wasn't the best, but it's going to be good enough. A lot of Infested Terrans are going to be dropping these tanks on the other side of the map. Scan's going to go down. That's going to mean some Infestors will fall. Where's the rest of Dark's army? Seriously, where is it? Is there a Dark's army? 56. He lost his spawning pool. Oh, no.
No, the spawning.
He's just building another one.
Just in case, man.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. He took a lot of damage on his spawning pool. He was going to try and fight
here
in the middle of the map.
Army. Tanks are on siege. Banelings rolling in.
That's a great fight for Dark, and he's trying to turn this around. GanZi is still up in supply, though.
Well, why does it feel like Dark wins every fight?
It's just GanZi's infrastructure. His macro is just absolutely blowing up right now. More drops going down. GanZi is everywhere at once. Oh, drones are never going to win against Marines. I don't care the circumstance.
Not even with a Fungal. Man, during all this, we shouldn't forget, these Marines, guys, are 3-3 Marines. The Zerglings and Banelings all this time have been 2-2.
That's exactly right, and GanZi has not missed a beat with his expansion. He's taken 6 o'clock. He's already got that the natural of 6 o'clock. So everything really coming together very nicely for GanZi. Dark still struggling to actually hit a max. He's never actually been there.
No, he's on 54 drones right now. He lost a lot of drones to all the drops of GanZi. 55 drones have died throughout this entire game.
Dark is working on his Greater Spire, so I suppose if he could get a couple of Broodlords out and support those with his Infestors, maybe he could stop the bleeding.
Well, this has been a really cool game so far. It started off rather slow and funky, but after we just started, GanZi was going to straight up win in the first push. That did not happen. Great fungo here again. A couple of infested terrans being spawned. I cannot imagine this drop dealing any serious damage.
Looks like it should get shut down.
Not a medevac flying into the...
That last Marine will get killed. Does Dark have vision of this drop? Yes, he does. He knows all about it, and Zerglings with Infestors should be more than enough to deal with that.
Ooh, miscontrols the Infestor a little bit, but ends up losing one of them there in the process. Slightly unnecessary, but still. During all this ban, Dark went back up to 68 drones. Now this is something he can work with. As you said, the Greatest Spire is done. 4 Corruptors are in production. We might see some Broodlords here soon. At the same time, though, GanZi is moving on. Oh, do we have any Burrowed Banelings? We have... Wow, okay.
Oh, okay, wow.
GanZi said, not again.
Not. Catch me once, shame on me. Shame on you?
No, thank you.
I always get that saying wrong. And it's
That's
fool
really
me.
not a tough saying.
It is hard, man. I always, because like, it just doesn't make sense in my brain. GanZi's maxed out and on the move. Dark is trying to get his first Broodlords out. There's a single Broodlord. This single Broodlord actually could be instrumental in this defense as it is raining down on the siege tank.
This is the coolest Broodlord of all time. Reinforcements have arrived. There are more Broodlords, but man, there are so many Marines.
Yeah, he's not a Broodlord, he's a Brolord.
Oh, you went there. That's good. For a lot of Marines sitting in Fungals.
Oh, Fungals, are they going to be enough? Broodlords are running for their lives. The Brolord was shot out of the sky. And
a lot of Marines died to fungal ban, and now this is pretty much a tank push. There are a few Marines remaining, but I don't think they will ever get in range of these Broodlords. Careful with the Infestors.
It's gonna be really tough, but Dark looks like just maybe. Yes, I think he has successfully held. I don't think he's got enough energy to kill off all the medevacs.
Oh, that would have been the sickest fungus of all time. Man, this push was basically tank medevac tank after all the Marines died. Like medevac tank push against Broodlords.
Very nice hold there by Dark, and this is as close as this game has been. 190 supply to 170. If Dark makes one more defense like that, he's back in this. GanZi continues to send medevacs around the map. This one's empty though.
Oh, what another sick fungo on top of all these Marines.
He really, the one mistake that I would say he's been making is his bio is always so clumped up. And once more, Dark is barely going to hang in there.
Banelings will connect, man. This is 2 Marines at 4 tank. You're not going to kill 3 Broodlords, and definitely not 3 Brolords, because they stick together until the bitter end.
Only 10 supply now separating these players. GanZi, who is at one point up 60, 70 supply.
I like this Baneling. This is like a refusal Baneling. It's like, you want me to give my life without killing anything? I ain't doing it. Deal with it. No, I'm not going to blow myself up for nothing.
That's funny.
This little rebel Baneling.
GanZi, man, his army always looks so big. This just line of red on the minimap. Infested Terran's going to go down. Are we going to see another huge fungal this time? Looks like he is going to try to split up his bio a little bit. But the Broodlords are going to hold the line again.
Well, those Marines, man, those Marines are healthy. They're coming really close.
Oh, Dark is not using fungal. He's using Infested Terrans. That makes no sense to me at all.
He didn't have a lot of energy at all, though, man. Now he is landing fungals and once more.
But there are no more.
Look at the Infestors.
The energies. Oh, another massive, massive fungal. 17 kills on that assassin infestor.
Sickest of lives.
But it is not enough. Dark can't stop the bleeding. Taps out.
Wow, relentless aggression from GanZi. Eventually paid off, Ben. But Dark came so close to holding it. On a certain moment, we actually thought he was dead. Then he was almost dead again, and dead again, and dead again.
And then eventually he was dead.
He did end up dead.
Oh, so incredibly. Wow, what a fun game that was. GanZi.
Good news is that the Rebel Baneling did survive.
He
was on strike.
His name is not Billy.
He said, I ain't gonna work today. And he did not work. Man.
Today I don't feel like doing anything.
I think it goes really bad when we both start singing. Like if you sing it's bad, if I sing it's bad.
When we sing together it's amazing. It's beautiful.
If both of us sing at the same time, it's so bad.
We can totally harmonize.
Even deaf people
it's
are
like
complaining.
when you multiply negative numbers.
No, that does not go for our singing qualities.
It does. It really does.
I'm sure that we believe, but I don't think the people
If we made a Justin Bieber song and put it on YouTube, it would get 100,000 hits.
Yeah, it probably would, but not because we are good.
That proves that we're good.
No.
Last
If
game
anything-
was brought to you by Azo Monitors, the world's best, brightest, and highest performing production and gaming monitors. Check them out at azo.com/NA. We're going to take a short break. Any final thoughts there, Kev, before we kick it to commercial?
No, I thought it was an awesome game. I enjoyed it. Started off slow after that. Relentless aggression from GanZi. Couple of good holds by Dark, even though GanZi helped him out a little bit with those holds. But I enjoyed it, so I look forward to game number 2. Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back.